All right. Good evening, y'all. Welcome back to Papa Prepper. Good to see y'all in here this evening. Oop, hold on. Let me get my life together here. All right. Scroll up through here and see who's with us tonight. True American Loretta, Joe Morgan. Good to see you guys. Don Bellman. Good to see you. Yeah. Good to see you. John Doe. Good to see you. Scott NC, good to see you. Thanks for being here. John H, hi folks, Scotland watching. That's awesome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Jeep Girl, good to see you in here this evening. Prepping Plumber, good to see you, my brother. Stars Prepper, Flow Grown Homesteader, good to see you guys. Does that catch me up? Mrs. Prepping Plumber, good to see you. Always a pleasure. Five Virgins Prepper, good to see you. Says, let the fun begin. Absolutely. Lenny No, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Independent Marine, good to see you. I did watch the Rumble video, Marine. It's looking awesome, man. I love that property. Anna W, good to see you. Mrs. Papa Prepper, good to see you. Chris Pyatt, good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, guys. First order of business, I do have a co-star tonight. Welcome back, my jug. And then I got to, okay, what I'm probably going to do is keep the What If show, but I'm going to move it back to Thursday nights because I did something I would never do on purpose. I have been kind of stepping on Appalachian Prepper's toes. I didn't realize that her new show was on Wednesday nights as well, and she had it first, and I would never do that to anybody on purpose, especially a small channel like myself, so I'm going to change it back to Thursday nights just because that's the right thing to do. I am going to keep the What If title, that scenario, that kind of show. I think it'll be fun. But just wanted to throw that out there. We will starting next week. We'll be back on Thursday night. My phone real quick because I got to look at a calendar. I should have done this before I started. I apologize. Let's see. So June 19th is when we will be doing my birthday live party, whatever she's got up her sleeve. That's when we'll be doing the birthday prizes, birthday gifts to send back out to you guys. The same way I've been doing it. We will just order everything straight from Amazon, straight to you guys, just to cut out a lot of cost on shipping and stuff. So that should be a good time. Again, that'll be June 19th. It's a Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live from the Bears Den. Because that's the last, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to do the giveaway on Prep Your Soul. So, and my birthday is the 23rd. So Saturday the 19th is the last day. Altogether, I have it wrote down here. I rearranged my desk, lowered my camera, changed the lighting. So I've kind of misplaced a lot of things. But I think we came up with right around $150, I believe, is what what you guys donated for prizes and gifts to give back to each other. So it'll be a good time. I've got some pretty cool stuff picked out. I had some really good ideas come in, so I think you guys will be happy. I know one of them is a battery powered fan. Another one is just routine kind of household maintenance tool kit from Craftsman. So really good tools. And they have pocket hammer, pliers, Allen wrenches, tape measure, stuff like that. Just little DIY home repair kits, because some people just have no tools at all, and a lot of folks wouldn't even know where to start. Buying some tools just to maintain a little bit of stuff. So, all right, I've seen a few more people come in here. Chris Kaufman, good to see you, my brother. Sherry Leach, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, 5. I do. I have been a bad boy. I feel bad because I know she wouldn't do that to anybody, and I can't believe I did that. That works better because Tribe's got an 8 p.m. show too on Wednesday. So, see, I didn't even realize that. Susie D, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I apologize for you getting booted the other night. It was an accident. I unblocked you as soon as it happened. Angie Morris, good to see you. Carrie Lundsford, Be Charming, good to see you. Thank you guys for being here. Domestic Gangster, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Peaches Rambo, thank you for being here. Good to see you. Jennifer Cruz, good to see y'all tonight. All right, so let's get to it. We'll see what all kind of... Oh, hold on just a second, because I want to throw the link up here if anybody wants to come on and discuss what they would do in this scenario. Everybody is welcome. I just ask you watch your language and no hating and things like that. You guys know how I roll. Okay, so there's that. Joe Morgan is everywhere, domestic gangster. Everywhere. Bear Wilkie, good to see you. People still rolling in. Papa Prepper, I learned something today. Apparently, I'm a hot commodity and an after the woman. I'm a hot commodity and an after, and the women are getting jealous. Sorry, ladies. You're out of luck. I already said Joe's coming to stay with me, and he's going to be my firearms, demolition, explosive expert. So, sorry about you. Hey, cat lady. Good to see you. God bless you. Thank you for being here. I hope you're doing at least a little better. Karen Miner, good to see you. Yeah, Joe Morgan's NSA or CIA or something. He's everywhere. Okay, guys. So I'm going to throw out a situation, a scenario, and it comes from, I can't remember who suggested it last week, but it was a really good what if topic, and I think it will happen a lot. SHTF, it's done hit the fan, okay? You've got everything calculated perfectly to sustain you, your wife, or you and your partner, you and your children, whatever the case is. Say you've got a family of 4, including yourself. You've got everything calculated, rations down to perfect 5 years. Okay, I know that's a big number, or a long time, but say you've got everything perfectly 5 years for those 4 people. And then say Uncle Jerry from Nebraska somehow through SHTF makes it to you with his wife and 2 kids, or say a cousin. Okay, so your cousin, his wife, and 3 kids shows up at your doorstep, half starved. How do you handle that situation? Do you take them in, cut your rations more than half? Do you pack them up enough food for a couple weeks? Maybe give them a rifle and a couple boxes of ammo and send them on their way. I mean, it is your cut, it is family, it is blood. You've tried warning these people that this stuff was coming, but they, oh no, our government would never do that. This and that. Didn't take your warning, didn't listen to nothing, and now they're on your doorstep. What do you guys do? No, now I can't depend on which cousin. That's not fair. I do understand what you're saying, though. Always prepare for 10 others, people besides. I can't afford to. Cat lady, that would be amazing, but there's no way we could afford to prep for 10 plus people or 10 extra people. Papa Prepper, I say if you taking people in, they were warned. So tell them piss up a rope. Shoot them peaches. Everyone has to, not what it seems. Thank you for being here. Everyone has to bring something to the table to benefit everyone. Zane says, teach them how to fish, hunt, trap, and grow stuff. Give them enough to. Stars says, that's the toughest one of all. I won't answer the door. I've been told, or they've been told to prep. Um, I have enough going from my immediate family. I would give them something and start asking questions outside around a fire. Bear Wilkie. As I don't even portray to be hard. I'm not. I've got the biggest, softest heart. But my Lord and Savior says I should take care, and He will take care of us. And that's where I'm leaning really heavily. I'm glad somebody said that. Um, and like somebody said there, it would depend on. To me, it would depend on. Is this somebody that you've met 3 or 4 times at a family reunion that can't even remember your name, stuff like that. But still, they're gonna work. They're gonna help garden. They're gonna collect. Carry buckets of water and whatever you need done. You just got a lot of labor. You know, um, it would be hard. Joe Morgan says, I guess if they were helping, it would be okay, but I'm at 90 days for no power. Depends on how it goes, but no one in real life knows my plans for world domination either. John Doe depends on how well the relationship is. Give them a bucket with some beans, some water, and a few seeds and tell them bye, or have them work in the garden and split firewood for their share. And John Doe, that's kind of, if I wasn't to let them stay, if and it would probably, take in the possibility too that is this SHTF? Is this like the big one? Is this long term? Like, is the world done as we know it? Is it never? You're never going to get power again. You're never, everything is done. Or is it just something that might work out and a few months, possibly a year. I mean, I know there are several different circumstances that would play into it. But if I was to not let them stay, I would definitely at least give them like a bucket of food, enough to get them through like a week, you know, maybe throw them some old clothes or something. I mean, surely they'd brought something with them, um, but I think that would probably be the best alternative. Um, is to just give them, a week's worth of rations or whatever. Um, give them something. I mean, if you do have like a high powered pellet gun or something, you could not really spare, but I wouldn't turn them away with no means of protection. That's just how I am. I would at least hook them up with enough food for a week and some type of protection. Stars Prepper says, I don't think there's an answer for that when it comes to family. Strangers would be hard to say no to as well. And that's why, I forget who suggested this topic, but I thought it was a very good topic because, every one of you guys in here know that that's probably going to happen. I mean, it's inevitable. People's going to come knocking. Chris Pyatt, to follow what the Bible says, they are coming in, but they will work and contribute. And that's the right answer too. That's what I like. That there's no right. I mean, well, there can be some wrong answers. I mean, obviously, you're not just gonna like shoot them and whatever. But just the possibilities are endless. Hold on, let me catch up here. Hey, William Kennedy, good to see you. Thanks for being here. If there is only you and your family, you could use others to help protect and gather food. They would have to work if they wanted to stay. Yeah, absolutely. If I was willing to, give up, you might as well say half of your stockpile. You know, they're going to put in work. They're going to do the things that I really don't like to do. I have the room, so if they can help, like grow and work to eat, they can stay. But if they are dead weight, not even try to help, they be gone. Absolutely, cat lady. Hey, Dat Galaxy, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Carrie Lundsford, I can't remember if I said hello to you or not. So, hello, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Trust God and let them in. Yeah, I would definitely be torn. I mean, that's my two answers. Me and Mandy was actually talking about it before we went live. And she's like, "Remember what he did with the fish and the bread?" And that's absolutely true. I mean, but I think I would take them in. And like, Cat Lady just said, if you take them in out of the kindness of your heart and give them your food and they just, the first couple weeks they're hardcore right at it, and then they just kind of quit because they think they're in, then they'd have to go. But even still, with that, I'd send them with, something. I couldn't just turn them out. 5 Virgins Prepper. Time is the biggest fall. If God supplied you with the preps, yes, but no if He did not include them. Right? I'd have I'd add a little more water to the soup, and they'd have to earn their keep. I like that answer, Karen. Add a little more water to the soup. Not what it seems. Last night on 94.7 The Buzz at 11 p.m., there was an emergency alert. It was a real brief message. It just said this is a test, and it only said it once, I believe, and the normal Saturday is 3 times. That's odd. We've been having some weird military training exercises going on around here. Nothing locally, like not in my county, but one of the viewers was telling me about it this morning. Very interesting. And I haven't found anything else out about that yet. My family called me crazy, wouldn't speak to me because I warned them what is coming. They contend for themselves. Now, if they were, yeah, absolutely. If they were, name calling and this and that, and yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, who's the crazy one now? Papa Prepper, were they warned and let's say mocked you beforehand? Um, well, I think that's what Lenny was just saying. Like, but um, yeah, say if they mocked you and you warned them, or even if you just warned them, and they were nice enough to be just like, okay, I'll think about it, and then they never did anything about it, you know. Um, like I said, there's a lot of different scenarios, different, aspects. You know, would you? I mean, there's so many different things. I mean, I've got two tents. I might even give them a tent, and send them on their way, as well as some food. I wouldn't. I couldn't just turn family away. You know, whether they were warned, weren't warned. You know, um, I couldn't just turn them away. There's no way. What's a week of supplies for them going to do? Well, hopefully that would at least be enough to get them, you know, fishing or, just something. Like I said, I wouldn't turn them away empty handed. I'd give them the means to do something um, along with the food, but they could report to gangs to send back. Well, then it gets handled accordingly. If they're family, I would treat them the way I would want to be treated. It's a good answer, Big Red, and good to see you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Papa, my sister, has called me and her own girl crazy and stupid for prepping, but like I told her, when time comes, she's not coming here. She's not even trying. If you give stuff away, they know you have better. So then you're a target. And let them in, you could feel out the threats and keep the benefits. That's very true, Plumber. Nice answer. It depends on if you need some help with security too. Another person to help fiend off bad people is always nice. That's very true. Absolutely. Hold on, I'm trying to find where I was. My chat updated. I've already taken in my fair share through the years, not family, so my door is open always to family. Hey, Hava, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Prepper Book Club, good to see you. Papa Prepper, only two ways someone getting in here: if they are part of the team or they're going to help me repopulate the world. Absolutely, Chris. I think we don't know till we get there. Depends on how desperate things get. We have a lot to learn about ourselves in that type of world. That's true too, Prepper Book Club. That's very true. Hey, Tiger 454, good to see you. If Papa Prepper showed up at my house needing help, he better bring that guitar. David P. Hey T, that a banjo on the wall. Think you'll ever play us a tune? Not unless I learn how to play it. That was my papaw's, and I had every intentions of learning how to play it, and I just never have yet. Oh, I've got family I don't trust too, Coral. Absolutely would I not trust. I got family. I mean, and like we was talking about last week? Actually, I think it was just this weekend, maybe on Saturday, that the family you think you can trust now, and a SHTF, they're going to completely flip the script on you, and you're not going to know who to trust. Arizona Infidel, see you. Thank you for being here. Says, I think I would help, but not let them in. Prepping Plumber's answers really got me thinking. Because because if it was distant family, because obviously, like my parents, my sister, they're doing what they can, prepping wise. RSD, she's doing great right now, as far as preps go. Um, so, I already expect if it is SHTF, everybody's probably going to rally here. I would imagine. I mean, if that situation, if there's no like imminent danger, everybody's gonna stay right where we're at. But if it does come to where, like, you know, we had to bug out, we're going to where the other family's at. If they have to bug out, they're gonna come here. You know, and thankfully, it's not that far away. Far enough to get away from danger, and their place is a lot more secluded. So technically, they're better off than we are here. But it just depends on the circumstances. Papa Pepper, are they like close family? Are they, for example, like an immediate family member that was just poor? Um, could be. And Joe, if that's the case, I'm taking them in. I mean, if they honestly, family of four living on his income, and he's like a stock guy at Big Lots or, something like that, just saying, he's been supporting his family and they're hard times and broke. Absolutely, I'm taking them in and I'll figure it out on the fly, you know. But, if it's somebody that like has always had money and knows that you don't or don't have as much as they do, and still they're the ones stranded, and that would make a big difference. What if they refuse to go and you have a Mexican standoff? Some want them gone, some want them to stay, and now it's a three-way divide. Whew. It's a good scenario. Bad scenario. It's a good point, Plumber. Man, I don't know about that one. Got distracted by the new hot cashier. They had a bunch of jab requirements over speakers to either mask up or get poked. I broke out laughing in the store. All right, Karen, thanks for being here. Take care. Be safe. Oh, I missed something here. Just a second, guys. Hey, I didn't miss anything. Okay. When we had a drop in at dinner, I wouldn't eat. Just gave my portion to them. Yeah, and I've been there, Susie. I know exactly what you're talking about. Um, Me and RSD was having this conversation earlier. Say you got a family of four, they got a family of four. They show up, that cuts your supply in half. Are you going to out of your child's mouth to give to theirs? And she says, nope, I'm going to give them mine. And like, well, yes, that's absolutely what any good parent would do. But then you're going to become malnourished and possibly die and leave your kids to fend for themselves. So then what? And there wasn't really a good, you know, wasn't really a good reply for that one. Papa Prepper, if you need help telling family piss up a rope, I got this. You look them in the eyes, tell them no. If they become a problem, good thing you have a 45 in the shop. Oh, Joe. I don't know about you sometimes, brother. Only the strong survive. Someone has to be the a-hole. So either so it's either you warn them ahead of time, and if they choose to mooch, then that's their fault. Figure it out. Sorry, not sorry. Can't fix stupid. That's a good point, Mrs. Prepping Plumber. Absolutely. Man, I almost get caught up, and there it goes again. Let's see. James Edwards, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Says I got to visit a U.S. Army Air Station on Monday, just on delivery. Choppers of all sorts rolling in, professionals on hand. So neat. Airport matters. Hmm, that would be cool. Guys, I'm trying to catch up. I'm so far behind. If anybody wants to jump on here and, talk to everyone or explain, your scenario or your answers, whatever, you guys can feel free to hop on here. I just posted the link again. My neighbors have two disabled children. I will help them before family. God bless you, Lenny. That's awesome. B&B, I agree with Mrs. Prepping Plumber. We have a proclaimed mooch. That is not a good relationship. Set perimeter stages way outside patrol, secure area, and then enter sanctum. Keep outsiders at perimeter for weeks before even be secure if they're trying or if they're willing to can stay. All right, Jennifer, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Um, God bless and stay safe. Kind of glad I don't have any neighbors and live on a road no one has any reason to travel on. That's a definite benefit. Yeah, I mean, if you got the family, like Coral Tigger here says, druggy cousin, hard no. Yeah, absolutely. Um, no, because, you know, I'm sorry, but fiends are dangerous. And if they don't have a fix, they're 100 times as bad. So, absolutely not. You know, if it was, I mean, family or not, if they're an addict and they're strung out and, no, they're not coming in. No. Still, again, I'd give them some food and send them on their way, but no, they're not coming in my home. Papa Prepper, for example, if they really trying hard and fall short, okay, I'll help. But family mocked my gun collection, and last year they wanted some. I helped, but I also laughed and told them so. Absolutely. Hey, Keto Homestead with Jess, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Let's see. I've had at least a half a dozen teens in my house in the last few years. I know those kids will come here with my kids and their families. I have prepped for babies and pets I don't even have. God bless you, stars. That's awesome. William Kennefy, my wife, then 9-year-old son, then 31-year-old son who still works, me and my wife's mom, who is 85, will drive back roads to our house, needs to bring nothing, just show up. We have security. That's awesome, William. That is awesome. Five Virgins Prepper. Papa, I believe with all the skills and preps you may have, disease comes in many forms, like outside family. Absolutely. That's another good point. You don't know what all they're bringing in with them besides, you know, starvation and whatever. Yeah, they could be bringing anything in with them. And, there is, like we've said before, sketchy family, they could be a, decoy just to drop your, just to make you drop your guard and get bum rushed and possibly killed or at least robbed for everything that you worked so hard to prep. But yeah, absolutely diseases and whatever else. Got to go. Neighbor's house is on fire for real. Oh my God. Prepping plumber. I mean, if you can, let us know what's going on, and we'll be praying for him. Man, I can't. That instantly gave me a sick feeling. Scott NC, been in combat. Everybody better learn the word nope. Yep, have to bug in here. Wife is now 74, no choice, but have backup with other property if need to. Cat Lady says, to be honest, I'll let in who I can as long as they help and work and do their part on the farm. Cat Lady, I'd be doing that now if I was you. I'm just kidding, but I'm not kidding. I know how much you have to do. God bless you. Absolutely, Carrie. It's not about me. My fate's in God's hands. If I have, I will share. Bless you. One cloud in the sky rained on my house for 5 minutes. It's actually stopped raining here for the moment. Papa, hey Papa, the base on the side of the mountain, the military base, they are bringing so much big trucks and choppers in. You can see them fly over my farm. Yeah, there's a lot of that weird military stuff going on, weird trainings in the middle of the night. I mean, in weird places. I mean, it just don't make sense. Um, I guess there was some training going on last night in I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Bloomington, Indiana, the Indiana Hoosiers. That's IU, and they were doing military helicopter, all kinds of stuff last night in Bloomington, like in town. Weird. And we have Camp Atterbury, like probably a 10-minute flight from there. I mean, that's probably where they came from. So I don't understand why they're doing urban training when they have every possible scenario at Atterbury for training. I don't know. Just odd. Helen Addison, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Food for a week and no training on how to help themselves. They will be back for more. And you armed them. Better to teach them to help and pull together. That's a good point. See, guys, there's really no right, no wrong answers. It's just, that's why I like doing this to kind of see, just where everybody's at. And there's so many. I think it's awesome. I've helped many people throughout the years and mostly had good results. Met my husband through one of the people I helped. That's cool. Hey, Carpenter Self Reliance. I hope you are doing well. Um, send up a lot of prayers for you and your family. Hey, folks, something to consider during SHTF. There is no YouTube to learn from. Everyone needs to prep up now. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Mojo Man, good to see you, brother. Says, I'm here, just beat up, tired today, awful hot down here. Absolutely, man. Laura Cooper, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Plugging away at the Victory Garden, looking to add a few nut trees for a protein source. Looking at almond, walnut, or pecan. Absolutely. Walnut's my favorite. Last year to date, 11 people who didn't like guns wanted their first, so I sold them stuff out of my collection. That's different than giving someone food. Teaching isn't the same as gift. Absolutely. Absolutely. Papa, I have a wire at the long dirt driveway where that tells me whenever someone pulls in and the bell can be heard all over my land. That's cool. Definitely a plus to have a heads up. Rest of our relatives in Chicago will be going to Kentucky to their relatives already pre prepped. We are not expecting any relatives, so family first. Everyone had same time to prep as we did. Very true. Very true. Hey, Big Bear Preps, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. All right, guys, I'm going to scroll down the bottom here just so I can catch up. If I missed anything, I apologize. I'm getting so far behind. That's the only bad thing about these types of videos or these kind of lives because I don't want to miss anybody because everybody's ideals are so different. Kathleen Logan says we need to get an island, but then they will know where we are at. That is true, but me and Mandy, honestly, it is our not really bucket list, but our life's ambition, I guess, is we are going to build a tiny home community. Um, if, big if, If things hold off and, progressively gets a little worse, a little worse, a little worse, but it seems to be ramping up, actually. Um, I don't think we're going to have enough time, but anyway, that was our life's ambition, was to build a tiny home community, just people in our mag, one big piece of property, several tiny houses. We was going to arrange all of them in a circle, like long ways, like they would all point into the circle, and in the middle you'd have like a big fire pit, barbecue pit, whatever, hang out, cook, basically just everybody, family living on the same plot of land. And um, but I doubt we get to that. Prep up with books, printouts, and zip drives. Hard copies are a lifesaver. Absolutely. I'm always checking into books, and um, like I've said before, if you have an Ollie's, Ollies, it's kind of like a Big Lots, but their book selections are phenomenal and very cheap. You can get the same books that you buy on Amazon for $25 at Ollie's for like 6. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. See. Hey, Papa, my apple tree's got a ton of apples, and all my blackberry vines growing a ton of blackberries on them. Yummy for my tummy. Kathleen Logan, how about dealing with the greedy? Well, I don't know, because a lot of people call us greedy, like preppers, like we're hoarders, we're greedy, you know. So I guess it would depend on being greedy about, because at that point everybody's going to be out for their own. So I mean, everybody's going to be greedy to an extent, but I think I know what you mean. Um, I guess it would just be a case to case answer. It just depends on what they're being greedy with. Um, it would all just depend, I guess. I'm 60, wife is 59, son is 30. That is 31. We all think next 1 to 60 days can be critical in this country. That I cannot argue with that, William. I think it's a very good possibility. Hey, Roman Prepper, good to see you. Radical randomness. Love the radical randomness. Jeep Girl, did you get your channel up? Putting out content in the next couple of days. Well, I didn't even know you got it up, Jeep Girl, but that's awesome. Let me know when you get it up. Hey, Outlaw. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Greedy, 2 gallons of water, trying to reach 400 pounds. I guess you're going to have to be as persuasive as you need to be. By any means, you need to be. Like if you're, just out and, say, you had to bug out and leave your preps and you come across somebody, they're by themselves and they got all this stuff and won't even let you have a drink of water or, a liter of water or anything. I'm going to leave that up to your own imagination. Because I know that if I'm alone and they're alone and they got a bunch of stuff and I've had to leave mine, they're going to give me a drink of water one way or another. If today everything's shut down now, as long as we are all in the house, we are set with everything for at least 1 year. That's good, William. That's awesome. Welcome back, Five. Started raining, had bags of feed getting wet. Yeah, that's no good. Carrie said, if I go out, let me go out giving. God bless you, Carrie. Hey, Bob William. Good to see you. Hey, T. Good to see you. Leave a backpack in my trunk. Kids think I'm old and crazy. Nah, not old and crazy. Just very wise. Hey, Appalachian. I emailed you a little bit ago, but now you're here. I'll go ahead and tell you. Starting next week, I'm going to take What If back to Thursday nights because I didn't know that your new show was on Wednesday nights. And I didn't mean to, like, step on your toes or just being just plain rude about it. I would never do that. So I'm going to do What If and just move it back to Thursday nights. Like I said, I didn't think about it, and I apologize. Carrie Lundsford fair, but I'm planning for my immediate family. Others have no stake in that. Without meds or stuff, they will die. Like that, they die. Absolutely, Joe. Wait a minute. Oh no, it's not. It's on Tuesday. You do you, Mr. Papa. I just got a notification that said it, like, literally before I went live, that said it was tonight. I thought. Well, if that's the case, then never mind, everybody. I'm a moron, and we'll just continue with Wednesday nights. I ordered a dehumidifier for water. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea, Kathleen. Five virgins prepper Papa. I say within 3 months the wild food will be picked and animals hunted down. Yeah, it's gonna go very quickly. And I know a lot of people. That's what they say they're going to depend on. I mean, it's not going to take any time. You know, people need to not rely on things like that. I mean, I can hunt and I can fish with the best of them, but be realistic. There's only so much. you know. Hey, Blue Vandal, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hutch Homestead, good to see you, my friend. Oh, I didn't see the super chat. Thank you, uh, Homestead Homeboy. I appreciate that. Prepper Nurse 1 is on every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Yeah, I knew Prepper Nurse 1 was on, but he's a very big channel. And I know some of you guys watch him, and if you jump over there to watch him, that's fine. I don't mind at all. But he has a lot of viewers, and I have a very small channel, so he don't even know who I am. I don't think he's going to mind that I'm on at 8 o'clock. My dehumidifier drains into the dog bowl, so they always have water. That's awesome. Bob Bissell, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Need electricity for dehumidifier. And that is true as well. Let's see. Tribe is on at 8, but I can split. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Tribe. Okay, yeah, we will. I'll go ahead and change it back to Thursday nights, 7 p.m. like it was on, normally. But yeah, I will go back to Thursday because I forgot about Tribe. And yeah, so yeah, we'll go back to Thursdays, guys. Marine One and Air Force One depart, and some fighters as the Biden's European trip commences. Papa, in the last days, the wild animals will lose their fear of man, and we could become the hunted. That's absolutely correct. Absolutely. Kathleen Logan, I am the cat lady. Uh oh, there's another cat lady. I'm scared for my ferals. Cat Lady Homestead 23. I don't know if y'all know each other, but she has got, oh man. Cat Lady Homestead, how many just animals do you think you have? Just a ballpark figure. Oh boy. Who called you oh boy? Cat Lady called you oh boy. Yes, Don, that's my final answer. I'm sorry. I just had Appalachian Prepper on my mind because I just got a notification. And now, see, Tribe goes at 8 o'clock. Did you guys hear that? That just came through with the Discord message that said, watch live now, Prepper Tribe. But I didn't get one. You know how you get one a half hour before? Didn't get one. So, anyway, I forgot about Tribe. So, yes, Don, I'm sorry. Thank you, mods, for all that you do and trying to keep up with me. Papa, you inspired me to just make a video. Uploading now. That's awesome, Carpenters. That is. Thank you. That's awesome. Good night, folks. Exercise, ladies, kicked my butt. Mr. B is getting ready for tomorrow. God bless y'all. God bless you too, B&B. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. Love y'all and stay safe. Hold on a second. Outlaw, outlaw, outlaw. Take the YouTube channel and the next one I post. What's the name? YouTube hates us preppers. My friend watched my live stream last night after it was over and sent me a snap of it. It said it was 2 days ago. Papa Prepper, Outlaw Prepper has posted a YouTube challenge. I don't see. I didn't see a challenge. Hey, Tennessee Tactical One. Good to see you, and thanks for being here. It says I just got this notification. That's what we were all just talking about. Is YouTube is they hate preppers. Okay, no challenge, just the intel. I was. Thank you, Outlaw. I appreciate it. I'm afraid there will be food if it gets bad. I mean, if somebody's hungry enough, it's sad, but it's true. Oh, and absolutely, Bob. People will try stealing livestock if they get hungry enough, so lock up the cows. Absolutely. I mean, they'll be out poaching just like they would, wild game, cattle, pigs, chickens, whatever they can get their hands on. It's thundering and lightning bad here. God is showing his might. Might lose net. All right, 5. Forever on my phone, which I love creating content, making videos on my phone. I love it because I can be outside doing whatever. But yeah, like a 20-minute video will take 2 to 3 hours sometimes to upload. It's ridiculous. Starting on water storage project at base camp. Stepson on porta potty storage tank donated. Awesome. Solar panels ordered. 4th of July holiday is going to rock. Absolutely, Marine. Outlaw Prepper, you're completely fine, man. I appreciate it. Oh, speaking of YouTube and trying to use code and whatnot, I went just yesterday, just flipping through my videos, checking everything out, and over half of my live streams, the monetization had been turned off. Not demonetized, just the monetization turned off just randomly. So I had to go back through and turn it back on all my live streams. I mean, just in case people still watching them, I get a couple cents, But yeah, their YouTube is just. If I knew everybody would follow me, I would so find a different platform. But I'm not going to leave you guys. I would love to go to a different platform, but I'm not going to leave y'all. Hey, Brandon Anderson, good to see you. Says people who are not prepared, the most dangerous. That's the absolute truth. Absolutely. Hey, Phoenix, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Oh, my. Let's see. Papa Prepper, you two playing games. Don't let them win. This is the audience. Absolutely. Yeah, it's just frustrating. I would never leave. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I don't know everything. That is why I watch Papa Prepper, Prepper Nation, Full Spectrum, Survival, Magic Prepper. I learn something in each show. Well, thank you, William. I appreciate that. And I don't, I mean, that's why I watch Prepper Nation, Magic Prepper. you know, you know, I try to be helpful. I have to protect family and all my four-legged babies. Absolutely, cat lady. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, I would shoot somebody trying to steal my chickens in the SHTF. I absolutely would, because that's taken. I mean, not only they're my chickens, that's also my family's go-to. That's eggs. That's meat. It's that's why they're there, and I'd be doggone anybody else is gonna take them. you know, I did get them, cat lady. The videos. Yeah, I text you back. The little pig in lockdown. yeah, I saw him. Hey, Rosanna Jones, good to see you. Appreciate you. Papa, a lot of folks chatting I'm unfamiliar with. I'll be rewatching the live and see if all these folks have channels to learn from. Um, some of them do. Papa, I have 5 subs you can have. Just wanted to say that 40% of my state has no internet. Uh-oh. But it's probably storm related. I'm assuming because you said it was storming there pretty bad. Any news on the hack you were talking about? No, I went back to that um, channel, that article, and there's been nothing else released about it. YouTube, the wicked priest, media Jesus, people whose brings truth light are being crucified for it. Yeah, they're pulling a lot of stunts trying to slow us down, and you know it's just crazy. No storm just does not have access, Papa. Oh, that's not good. Lenny, no, I don't make videos because I don't want my family finding me and giving me more grief. And that's a pity because I know that's the reason a lot of people don't do it. And that's a pity because there's so many. I learn from, my folks that chat in Discord and, people that chat in here. We all learn. Everybody in the chat has so much knowledge that they could share, but they don't want to put up with the harassment and, the ridicule from family. And that is a shame. Hey, old ways gardening and prepping. Good to see you. Um, if you guys haven't checked her out yet, Old Ways Gardening and Prepping, it's a really good channel. She definitely knows what she's talking about when it comes to planting and things like that. And she does trees, bushes, shrubs, plants, I mean, everything. She's really good to watch. Very good channel. Actually, if one of you guys could put up her link, I would appreciate it. Did I see RSD up here? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Helen Dixon, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Losing a pet's always hard. SC is rather rural. I won't make vids. I'm not. Where'd that go? I'm not worthy. 5, I think you would do some awesome videos. Papa Prepper, that's the main reason I'm not a channel. I don't want to put up with the stuff you creators do. I'm not, I mean, except for the occasional troll here and there, whatever. I've got it pretty easy. I mean, it's the bigger channels that they really go after with the censorship. And, I do have a lot of people say they don't get my notifications and like the monetization thing getting shut off, that kind of stuff is just whatever. I mean, I could have it a lot worse, but I've come to love you guys, and I mean, there's no way. But I mean, it would take them absolutely just shutting me down before I would even consider not being here. I've got family like that too, Papa Prepper. They'll make a snide comment, then they get blocked. They know better than to show up here. Absolutely. Wanted to share, really felt a word in my spirit lately. Revelations chapter 3, verse 10, he said, because you have kept my command to preserve, I will keep you from the hour of testing to come upon the whole world. And that could be looked at as prepping, I think. And thank you for sharing that. Yeah, it's very important scripture for this time. Brandon Anderson, they shut you down. 2 more prepper channels pop up. Deep stuff. We have to have hope. Faith. Definitely have to have faith, hope, and you have to keep love in your heart. Hey, prepared for. Good to see you. Well, you keep forgetting these Wednesday nights. We're switching back to Thursday after this week because I didn't realize I started a new show on Prepper Tribe. He had Wednesdays before I did, and I didn't realize it. So I'm gonna go back to Thursdays again. Thank you, Loretta, for putting up her link. I appreciate it. Speaking of Revelations, have you guys seen? I know I posted it in Discord or on my community tab. Have you guys seen this thing about the 21 giants going to be built? 21 giants and 21 nations. These things are, I mean, they look like, a man. They're 10 stories tall, but they're filled with like millions of little reflectors and LED lights, and they can make these things look like Anybody. They can make a 10-story Spider-Man, a 10-story LeBron James, Jesus Christ. They can make this thing look like anybody. And it's animated. It will speak, move its head, and it can move its arms. They're building 21 of these in 21 nations, supposedly by the end of 2021. Now, actually, all I can tell you is go to my community tab and watch the video. It's from a guy, Bubba News. Some of you guys know him. He's actually the next town over from me. Never met the man. I've never talked to him, but I do watch his news. He's very faith-based, spiritual-based, but he does very good reporting. So I definitely would suggest him. Papa, there is prepping and there is prepping. I prep under the command of God. Absolutely 5. You're welcome, Old Ways. Very much welcome. Papa Prepper, them statues are funny. Certain 3-letter group will ruin them. Well, I personally don't think they even need to be built. I agree on not built. Why don't they do something useful? That's where I'm at. Where is the money coming from? And there's such a shortage on all these computer chips. And I seen there was a big explosion in wherever that was at today, somewhere in Asia. Um, and they produce components, solar powered, panels and things like that, which another non coincidental shortage. Solar panels, really? Anyway, nobody can get a hold of these computer chips and all this stuff, but you realize what kind of motherboard that thing's going to have? Like how many computer chips that's going to take and all the LED lights, and where's all that coming from if there's such a shortage and all this money that's going to go into building these 21 of these? Where's all this money coming from? Old Ways Gardening, waiting for this rain to stop for about a week. Amen, sister. It is so wet here. Oh, it's awful. I'm having the same thing, Appalachian, with my tomatoes, because I done a lot of container gardening this year, and it's just, which I was informed that I did miss one, putting a drain in it. Mama told me I had water standing in one tonight, so I got to fix that after the live stream. But I mean, it's just not drying up. They're constantly sitting in mud, and I'm afraid they're going to rot. This evening, if it's not raining, I'm going to try to put up a tarp over them to where they can still get some sun, but not as much water. Haven't been able to get my garden in yet. Yeah, Tennessee, this weather has just been off the hook. We went from freezing like literally hard freezing to summer in the same week, nonstop rain. Just and I've got tomato plants with little bitty tomatoes, but man, and they're like 4 feet tall, but the leaves are all just like turning dark, and I'm scared to death I'm gonna lose them. And like last night, I was gonna try to get them covered. Well, it poured rain all evening, couldn't do nothing. Tomatoes just leaves in Michigan. You'll get there, Kathleen. We've got several people in here from Michigan. I know they're a little bit behind us in gardening. I'm down in southern Indiana, and I've just now got little ones on mine, so you'll get there. Well, I'm glad to see that um, old ways gardening. I'm glad to see that you know some people in here. That's cool. Yeah, Mother Nature's got some kind of burr under her saddle, and she needs to get it worked out. I believe I have a purpose here, or God would have taken me a few weeks ago. I have a voice, and I'm going to use it. They can put me up whatever statue they can put up whatever statue they want, but my tribe is going to stick together. Absolutely, Jeep Girl. You know you got to do your first live on here, right? Yes, we need to use our voice if they put us in jail, whatever. Absolutely. All right, Bob William, thank you for being here. Be safe out there, and God bless. Hey, welcome back, Roman Prepper. We are doing good, my friend. I'm going to post this link one more time just in case somebody wants to jump on here with me. Yep, if not, Papa, they will start splitting due to too much water. Well, I mean, they're just little bitty tomatoes, Marine. It's just on my will. I mean, they're just waterlogged, and I'm afraid the plants are going to die before they even get any size to them. Papa Prepper, I would be honored to do my first live with you. I will plan to be at my parents' where the internet is better. All right, that'll be awesome. I'll get to ask you all the hard, embarrassing questions. At Papa Prepper, did you hear? Whoop, where'd that go? Did you hear about the ships headed to Venezuela? Yeah, I think Prepper Nation hit on that. I think Monday. I believe it was Monday morning, but I haven't seen anything after that. Papa Prepper, I have to say thanks. Between you, Prepper Nation, and Six Shooter Homestead and prepping, I'm building my subs daily. Greatly appreciate you guys. Hey, no problem, brother. That's what we're supposed to do is lift each other up, man. I would love to come on, but I have got my PJs on, my hair is wet, etc. That's all right. My broccoli bolted, did leaf greens, and will capture seeds from them. My broccoli is doing great. My pickles are doing good. The cabbage, all that stuff's loving this rain, but just my poor maters. I got corn coming up. It's probably 8 or 9 inches tall, but I can't get in there to weed nothing because it's nothing but mud. Did you hear folks are following preppers home? I did not hear about that, but I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at that at all. That's why we'll buy some stuff at like Sam's Club and Walmart, and then we'll go to like dollar store, and we try not to do all of ours at the same store, kind of for that reason. Because it is unless which at Sam's Club, you're pretty safe because people go in there and shop for their restaurants and everything all the time. So it's nothing to see a big flat cart roll out with 20 cases of water and 10 cans of green beans or whatever, stuff like that. But like, you got to be careful shopping at Walmart, Dollar General and stuff. If you're going out with big quantities of stuff like that, you're easy to spot, very easy to spot. That's kind of a downfall too on ordering, like from Augustin Farms or, Ready Wise and all that. You order all this stuff online right there. That's nothing but a paper trail for all the wrong people to know that you're stockpiling food. But where else can you get it? You can buy some freeze dried at Walmart and Rural King and stuff, but it costs a lot more. And who's got the money for that? Is that Autumn's Backyard Garden, Kathleen? I like her channel. Does anyone have an opinion on the best freeze dried eggs? I do not. Let's see. Kathleen Logan, I did hear that. I'm always aware of the surroundings, and if approached or followed, I'll take care of the situation as needed. Never leave home without my knife. Everyone needs to start doing gardening journals yearly as well as your weather patterns. Gardening is going to get harder during this grand solar minimum. That's absolutely true. My cabbage is getting ate with something, not something. My cabbage is getting ate with something, not something. Hmm. Yes. Yeah, Autumn's Backyard Garden. That's a very good channel if you guys haven't checked that out. She's um, really on top of the news. She's really good. Good night, Appalachian Prepper. Good to see you, and thanks for being here. And God bless you. We all love you too. I wait till it's dark to bring my jars in the house. It's a good idea. 29 more years, absolutely. Grand solar minimum. I don't tell anyone I'm a prepper. Not at my job, not on my Facebook page, nowhere. We need to be careful of servicemen too that come to our home. That's a point. There's a very few close friends that know we do and immediate family. Other than that, well, I mean, you guys, it's not a secret for us, but you know. We had a legit trading post on Facebook in my subdivision during the Rona and the blackout. It was a complete barter system with some Venmo and cash added to it. That's awesome, prepper, roaming prepper. That is a really good idea. If you can afford it, I suggest investing in grow lights. If you have a big enough shed, you can grow just about anything, and it will be a lot easier to do things during the grand solar minimum. Absolutely, that's what I'm kind of leaning towards with my garage. If it comes to it, absolutely, I got room in there to grow anything we could need. Um, be a lot more work. I mean, not really just carrying water and stuff to water everything, um, but yeah, that's totally doable if you have a big enough shed, garage, even a spare bedroom in your house. Use grow lights if you have electricity. Now, if you don't have electricity, them grow lights, it's going to be rough unless you've got a very, very good solar generator. Oh, speaking of solar generator, um, my buddy texted me. This is how cool my friends are, what few I have. He texted me to make sure I let all you guys know that Harbor Freight now carries Jackery solar generators. So I think they were like the one I've got. I think they were 200. I want to say $249 at Harbor Freight. So that's really cool that somewhere is actually carrying them in store now. Um, Five. You really? We was talking about the people that's been following preppers to their homes. Grand solar minimum, gardening. That's about it. I absolutely believe that. Now that doesn't include the panels though. Diabetic prepper. That's just for the little jacker, which is 400 watts. No, mine's 1,000. So actually, it's not like the one. Because I think the one they have, well, the one he sent me a picture of was 400 watts. I think it's the smallest one. So no, it wasn't the one I have because mine's 1,000. Truck carrying 14,000 chickens breaks down on I-90. They had to call the fire truck to cool them off. They're going to lose those chickens. Those chickens will overheat so fast. I wonder if that was a Rose Acres truck. Hey, Leslie, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Says, I planted tomatoes and peppers in pots from seeds. They are in south window and are at least 2 feet tall. When will I see flower buds? Um, should be any time. I mean, if they're that big. How old are like how long ago did you plant them? Because if they're that big, they should be starting to flower. 5. Have I mentioned I have rabbits? Ha ha ha. I intend on getting some, but I've just got to get all this other stuff up and running itself first. Yeah, I mean, diabetic prepper, it would definitely be big enough. Like, if somebody needed a CPAP, stuff like that, um, definitely would be ideal. End of February. Oh yeah, they should be. I mean, which granted, I mean from seed obviously takes longer, but they should be. I would think flowering any time. In Detroit, my quails are my pets. I know a lot of people are starting to raise quail, not for pets so much, but Matthew Kitchens, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Who's ready to be a pioneer settler? Once the economy tanks, we'll be in the 1800s. Absolutely. And I'm not saying I'll be, a great survivor or nothing like that, but I plan on giving it my all for me and my family. You know what I mean? It all week. It was 103 this afternoon, down to 96. My dogs lasted 5 minutes to pee and then decided nope and ran inside. Yeah, that is miserably, dangerously hot. You're going to have to hand pollinate them or your tomatoes will be sterile. Very good advice. Old ways. I didn't even think about it. Speaking of tomatoes and garden, and where is Sean? Where's Green Thumb? We need him. Can't have anything but pets in Detroit. That is true. Michigan Gardener has some extensive videos about most plants. I usually look to his vids if I have a question about a certain plant. That's cool. Thank you, John Doe. All right, Roman Prepper. Thank you for being here and be safe out there and God bless. Takes 24 doves to make a pot pie. Shoo. Hey, Shorty. Good to see you. I meant to say that earlier. I seen you come in, but I forgot. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hey, Tammy. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hey, water well guy. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let me look real quick. I believe that's got me questioning myself about which one they have. He sent me a picture. Well, there it is. Yeah. 290 watt hours, 400 watt starting, portable power station by Jackery, rechargeable lithium battery for indoor outdoor use, rechargeable via AC, 12 volt auto, or solar. Power up to 4 devices at once. Outlets is it has a 110, 2 USB, and 12 volt DC. I don't know how well you guys can see the picture, but yeah, it is the little one. And I was right on the price. It is $249.99. Oh, come on. Well, it's just not going to do it, is it? And then he also sent me, I don't know if maybe this is one he's thinking about, but if you got $1,800 to drop, they got a 9,500 watt starting, 7,600 watt running, 18 hours run time, inverter generator for $1,800. That thing's a hoss. I don't know why this thing won't focus. There it goes. That's a nice one. Sorry about the dirty fingernails. Okay, back to the chat. Sherry, I text Sean day before yesterday to check on him and make sure they were okay because of those fires and stuff, and he said they're doing great. No worries up that way. Yep. I mean, worst case scenario, you can eat birds. That's absolutely true. Yes, definitely prep for your pets. That's awesome, Marine. Old camp cook wood stove or camp cook stove oven getting ready to take to camp, made in the late 1900s. We'll send you a pic. That's cool. I would, yeah, I want to see that. Y'all, I have been a student of many arts. If you have any questions, I would be happy to answer them by email. That's awesome. Thank you, Five. I appreciate that, man. Hey, Mames, good to see you. Is your birthday today? Happy birthday, if it is. Old Mutt, good to see you. I got the same Jackery Explorer 1500 that Jason got, testing now. I've got the 1000, and I'm not disappointed with it. I really like it. Well, happy birthday, the big 60. Well, thank you, Old Mutt. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much. We got a new member of the pack, y'all. I want to tell everyone that the good news, there's a farmer who sold his farm, brought me 23 bales of hay for free today since I take in farm animals they would help. Amen. That is awesome, cat lady. That is a big, big help. That's awesome. Uh-oh, we got another one. Thank you, Diabetic Prepper. I appreciate that. Welcome to the pack, my friend. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate it a lot. Hey, Kim's Farmette, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Five Virgins Prepper. There was one thing I think you was gone while I talked about. Have you heard about the 21 statues that they're wanting to erect by the end of 2021? Have you seen anything about this in 21 different nations? And of course, United States being one. I just wanted to get your input or your take on it if you've seen anything about it. Now, I can't promise you that, Diabetic Prepper. Yes, disclaimer, insulin dependent diabetes gone in humans. Um, I'm type 2 diabetic, and I have to take a shot a week. And I've looked into like the little, like you plug them into your car, or I mean, a generator, the little RV type, or like dorm little coolers. They don't cost very much, but they will keep everything. They will keep insulin cold enough. It's just the way of getting it, you know. Unless you got the money to really stockpile insulin, it's going to be a bad situation. Hey, Richard Christopher, good to see you. Five, it is there. I posted a video on my community section on my YouTube channel. But what they are, they're 10 stories tall. And they just look like, actually, they look like just a wooden man standing there until they have thousands upon millions, whatever, of little LED lights and reflectors and computer chips. And when they're turned on, they can make them look like anyone, like anybody from Spider-Man to an NFL star, NBA star, movie star, um, Jesus. I mean, they can make it look like anything, and they're animated, like they're going to be made, like their heads turn and look around, their arms will move, and they will speak, and they can make them look like anything. And I'm just wondering, like how what your feel is about that, as far as being something possibly biblical, or because it's, I don't know, it just really caught my attention and gives you kind of something to think about. And is that possibly something that they could be building as a, to worship, you know just a thought. No, nobody's eating horse meat. The what if was, yeah, SHTF. You have family, like you've got your family, your immediate family in your household. You had everything figured out to a T, exactly what you would need for X amount of years. And this other family member, their spouse and two kids, show up after you've warned them. You tried to get them to prep. You told them what was coming. They refused to believe you, even maybe made fun of you. And they show up at your door wanting you to take them in. And we all talked about how we would handle that situation. Best way to keep honey, or way is to keep honey for quick infusion of sugars, stockpile researchable batteries for glucometers, and pile up extras. Absolutely. I've also seen a lot of people, the little tubes of frosting, like in the cake aisle or whatever at Walmart, wherever, just the little tubes of icing. They'll keep those on them just in case. You put a little and put on the inside of your lip. Um, yeah, a lot of people have a lot of different tricks being diabetic. Man glorifying man. Yeah, it was just something that really caught my attention, and it sounds kind of scary. How long will insulin store? I think, whoa. I'm type 2, so I'm not exactly sure. Is there anybody in? Insulin pens are good for only 30 days once you start using it, but I don't know as far as an actual vial of insulin. I'm not sure. Zane, do you know? Do you know that Amish do have? Do you know the Amish do have any diabetes in their population? Check out their diets. They eat all homemade food. That's absolute. I mean, um, that's it. Half of the people, or more than half, the people that have health problems is it's because of the food that we've put in our body for so many, so many additives and chemicals and steroids and antibiotics and all the stuff they use in animals. It's that's what's led us to the health crisis that we're all in. A lot of us are in now. Yeah, oh yeah, type 2 can be beat. It's weird because I've done it once, um, and I weigh less now than I have in probably 20 years, and I'm just not having any luck beating it this time, guys. Um, 5, I have been dropping the weight, brother. Trust me. Um, I've lost 50 pounds since November. I mean, that's for me, that's a lot. And I'm not on it. It's not really an insulin shot that I take. I mean, it is, but I take it one. But anyway, this time, like I said, I'm lighter now than I have been in 20 years. And for some reason, my sugar is just it. And I don't eat sweets like that all the time. I mean, if I eat sugar, usually it's like fresh fruits or, and that's not very often. And for some reason this time, it's just, I don't know if it's, you know, just got to the point where I'm going to become insulin dependent. I don't know. But I'm just not beating it this time. And it's nothing that I haven't done or, because I know how to beat it. I've done it before. And this time it's just for some reason not going away. Phoenix, that is a very, very good purchase. Um, as long as you get one that's got some oomph behind it, I mean, that is perfect for small game like rabbits and squirrels or, whatever worst case scenario may be that you can get. But, and the pellets for them are extremely cheap for the amount that you get, which they're going up too, though. And they're not as much in stock as they used to be either, because I think everybody's caught on to that. But But that's a very good purchase. Yeah, I mean, I've cut everything out. I mean, I did keto for 2 years. I mean, I ate no bread, no sugar of any kind, and I very rarely drink a beer ever. um, that's just it, Helen. There's really, I was like my first year into keto, I was doing great, and then all of a sudden my sugar just went haywire, and I kept doing keto, continued for another year, and still it just kept my A1C kept going up and up and up, and they can't figure out why. So anybody that's ever done keto, you do not eat carbs. I mean, very very few, and no sugar. Hey, six shooter, good to see you, brother. Thanks for being here. I don't eat pasta five. I very rarely do I ever eat pasta. That's what I'm saying. I don't know anymore. I mean, I'm not giving up. I keep trying, but you know. Well, guys, it is 9:03. Thankful heart, maybe fatty liver. Man, it's a possibility. Um, I don't know. Well, six, you just got here, man, but we're getting ready to jump off here. It's 9 o'clock. I hate to do that when you just got here, but we'll go spend some time with the wife and try to go out and figure out something with my tomatoes and all that good stuff. So, Papa, have you looked at herbs? Lots of them are wild. Man was speaking the other day of wild plants for diabetes. I will definitely check into more of the natural stuff because, I mean, obviously the medications, I mean, they're not helping because I had my A1C, let's see, it would have been my last blood work was February. So it would have been like October, November of last year. My A1C was at like at almost 8. And then 3 months later, my next blood work, it was right below 10. So, and that's, I don't know. Anyway, enough about that. I'm getting depressed. But yes, prayers for Cat Lady and Jeep Girl. Absolutely. They definitely need it. And thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. I will see you Friday morning for premiere. And until then, you guys, God bless y'all. Stay safe. Keep prepping. Um, just be careful. Love you guys. Papa Prepper out.